Hey Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is your August 2020 horoscope prediction video. In this video, we're going to cover your month's theme, divine messages, hidden things you may not be aware of you can use to your advantage, what actions to take in August of 2020, the mindset to be in, your love and romance, as well as career and finance. Make sure you watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign video, as watching all three will give you a more personalized message that you can get in this general reading session. If you would like a very specific message just for you by your spirit guides, I do offer them on my website at www.minanixtarot.com. If you're cross-watching for someone that you love, I will go ahead and link in the description box below a timestamp directly to the love and romance section so you can skip right there. And if you aren't sure what your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign are, that's okay. I'll leave a natal chart creator down below and you can make your chart and figure out what those signs are. Okay, let's begin. The theme of your month, Libra, is the Seven of Pentacles and the Fish. This month, it's all about no longer being lost in the current and really changing your focus in something very specific. If you work very hard on one thing specifically, then things will start to pay off in that area, and then you can move on to the next thing you'd like to focus on. I feel like the theme of this month is taking things brick by brick, day by day, moment by moment. And the thing about doing it that way is, I love this Seven of Pentacles card because you are going to be fruitful in that decision. If you can see here, she's pregnant. Doesn't actually mean you'll be pregnant. What it means is that all of your hard work will pay off, will produce something. You're basically harvesting all the things that you've planted over the past couple of months in August of 2020. Hidden things you may not be aware of that you can use to your advantage, the Hermit reversed and the Dolphin. And now it's actually time for you to take a little bit of a break from the world, to actually stop pushing so hard. You need some time for healing. Take time to really appreciate and feel all the blessings that are around you. This Dolphin card is absolutely magnificent. Essentially, you're finally realizing your own power. You're becoming strong. You are able to heal people this month. You're really stepping into your own, whereas before it felt overwhelming. Now you know exactly what you need to do. And so going within and soul searching a little bit more is going to help you on that path. Don't be afraid about being in social situations. There needs to be a balance here. For some of you, you're running out and you're doing too many things with too many people and it's just chaotic. For others of you, you're afraid to go out of the house. You're afraid to leave. Don't let fear stop you. You don't physically have to leave your home to go and reach out to people. So there is a way to do that without putting yourself in harm's way. Messages from the Divine, the Page of Pentacles, and the Cheetah. Spirit is giving you the green light to go for it. Whatever that thing is that you've been avoiding, that you've not been doing, Spirit is saying, yep, this is your time for forward momentum. Sprint toward it like a cheetah. It is time to lay the foundations that are strong, that are going to get you through the rest of this year. Seize opportunities while you can, and you're in a good place to make the best kinds of decisions that you need to be making right now. On that note, let's talk about what actions you can take to help that. Okay. We've got the King of Swords and the Nine of Cups. That was really fast. No, but seriously, like all of this is a huge, big hooray. So essentially, if you are using mind over matter, heart over or head over heart, then you are really going to be able to get into a very self-disciplined, very excellent place of logic where you can really make things happen. The Nine of Cups is all about dreams and wishes coming true. And so for those of you who have really been down lately, this is marking the end of that period. This is the point where if you've been working super hard and things still haven't been working out, now is your time to shine. What challenges will you face this month? Death. Interesting. So there will be a bigger kind of upsetting issue that happens this month, and it may lead you to think, there we go, things were going so well, I was on a forward momentum path, and the other shoe is finally dropped. Or it may make you think, here we go again. Now this is one more thing I have to deal with. But I would really urge you to, instead of seeing it that way, really embrace it as the fresh start that it's going to be. This is the exact thing that Spirit needed to put in your life in order to change things to go onto the path that you need to be on right now. I know that's easier said than done, but I really want you to look at that as, okay, Spirit, now I need to go this way. I get what you're saying. Really look at it and see why you think that might have happened and what you think you've left behind by the Death card happening. It's probably because there's some old habit or some old thought pattern that you really needed to escape from in order to be successful later down the road. And that's why Spirit's put that in your way. What mindset should you take on? The Fool reversed. Lots of major arcana, Libra. So this is actually like a card that makes sense coming right after the Death card, because it's basically telling you, yeah, this change is coming whether you're ready or not. And so the mindset you shouldn't take on is the mindset of being reckless. You don't want to respond in a reckless or irrational type of way when this happens to you. You want to make sure that you are really thinking, planning, having that structure that you need to have before moving forward. All of these cards are about developing really strong foundations. So you're being tested. How strong is your foundation? How easy is it for Spirit to rock that foundation? And if it is easy for Spirit to rock that foundation, then it's time for you to go back to the drawing board. So you're in the mindset of looking at all of these issues in more of a logical way this month, which is not so hard for you as an air sign. You want to look at things and think, okay, why was this so easily torn apart and how can I make it stronger? Let's move into love and romance. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and an Oracle card. Speak your truth. For those of you who are single, the Queen of Pentacles reversed is talking about you spending some time working on yourself before going back out into the dating field. You may really need some time to sit and process some of these bigger things that are happening to you, and honestly, you just don't have time for it this month because you are building these strong foundations. It doesn't mean you're not going to have time for it in the future, or you can't get a little bit of dating in here or there. It's just really not going to be the month for meeting someone else and getting to know someone else, because you're really trying to learn how to get to know yourself and what works best in your life. And so speaking your truth and being very open with the guys that you are dating about needing this time separately to work on yourself is going to be very well received. And if you're really struggling with that, if you're struggling to say no, if you're struggling to look at people and tell them, sorry, I can't right now, then just go ahead and do a few throat chakra meditations so that you can get to a place where your throat chakra feels really strong and you're capable of setting up those boundaries that you need to set up. For those of you in a relationship, I feel like you feel that so many things are not under your control, that so much of you has been taken right now, so that you want to be a little bit more controlling, or you sort of want to manipulate the relationship, and that is a completely understandable feeling. You need to figure out a way to speak your truth that comes off compassionately instead of aggressively. You need to figure out a way to compromise and tell your partner, hey, I've got a lot going on internally. I'm really trying to figure out a good plan for myself over the next year, and I'm going to need you to kind of step up and be the leader in this relationship. And I know that's really hard for you because you enjoy people pleasing. You want to make sure things are fair, and telling somebody, hey, this is your responsibility, it doesn't really feel fair for you. I get that, but it's important for you to speak that truth and let them know, or else these weird kind of aggressive, manipulative behaviors, your partner is really not going to be able to understand. They're not going to be able to read your mind and figure out why you're doing those things. So just be open and honest and upfront with them. If you need to if you're having trouble speaking your truth, share your feelings with, run the conversation by a friend first, a friend that you can trust, and then have them offer some advice back to you on ways to say it that's a little bit more compassionate. I find that it helps I have trouble expressing my emotions, so I find that it helps for me to have a kind of practice run before I really go and say it to the person, or else things that I say can come off either strange, a little bit too passive, or a little bit too direct. Let's move into your career and finance. Okay, we've got Justice and the Six of Cups. All right, you need to look at balancing your thought patterns on work with the thought patterns on your family. So I understand why you're being a little bit more aggressive at home, because there is somebody trying to be very manipulative at work. There's somebody holding something over your head, making you feel a bit powerless, blaming you, sabotaging everything that you do. And so you're bringing that home with you. If it's because you're not acting with integrity, be honest with yourself, take ownership for it. If it's because they have just put this on you, they're not having integrity, then you're in the right here, and you just need to hold on a little longer. This situation's going to sort itself out. Especially when I see it paired with the Six of Cups here. The Six of Cups is all about sharing your goodwill. So it's about taking the high road in this situation, whatever it is. On a side note, you could be getting some kind of unexpected financial gain that allows you to help somebody out that you weren't expecting to. So it's all about sharing that wealth and taking the high road and being generous and keeping a good mind about yourself. Whoever this Justice reverse person is, whatever issues they're causing, the truth is going to come out about that situation. Let's roll the Astro dice to see if we can get any additional information. We've got the Scorpio symbol here, the 7th house, which is Libra, hey, and Uranus, which is represented by Aquarius. So you could have Aquarius, Libra, or Scorpio somewhere else in your sun, moon, or rising, and this is confirmation that this reading was for you. But I want to take a deeper look into the meanings of all these houses and signs here. Uranus usually symbolizes some kind of unpredictable change, and it's right on top of the Death card, which is also about that, and then right next to the Fool card, which is also about accepting radical change. And so I think this is giving us insight into where this big change is going to happen for you this month. That being said, Scorpio is also about transformation. It's about the death and rebirth. Libra is about partnerships. It's about justice. So a big change is going to happen with someone who you felt was a partner. Now this can be a romantic partner, a friend, or a business partner. But there's going to be a massive change. Someone is leaving your life, or their relationship with you is changing significantly, and it may seem shocking at the time, but when you really look at it, that person hasn't really been serving your highest good, and that's why Spirit is kind of removing them or changing them in your life. So as much as we hate to lose people and we want to make sure that we're always giving them a fair chance, this might be Spirit's way of saying you've given them too many opportunities and now it's time for them to go. So definitely take a look at that. These are all the messages I'm getting for you, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. If this video resonates with you, go ahead and give it a like or comment down below. And subscribe to my channel for more pick a card videos, as well as monthly horoscope readings. And I will see you next time. Bye.